Hi again then guys, and welcome to another vehicle review, of course, from DRIVECLUB, and this is easily one of the most unique cars in the game, because of course it's a wagon, or an estate as we call them here in the UK, and it is obviously the Audi RS6. Now the funny thing about the Audi RS6 is that despite the fact that there actually are a pretty decent array of really fast wagons out there, the BMW M5, Mercedes AMG wagons, this one, to me at least, seems to be the high-performance wagon that most people think of first when you ask them, what's your favourite fast estate car? Audi RS6 seems to always come to mind very quickly, and I think the reason why that's the case is fairly clear. It's a brilliant car, and even in a game like Gran Turismo, for instance, where you've got the earlier 2000s RS6s in both Avant and sedan form, if you drive them back to back, the wagon doesn't feel like it has any disadvantage at all. It handles just as well, the performance and the spec are just as good, except it's even more practical, even more spacious, and to me at least, the Avant just makes more sense than the RS6 sedan does, because if you're going to go for a high-performance luxury limo, in effect, why not just get an A8 or an S8? Whereas the wagon, the Avant, it has that unique advantage, and also, it really is a supercar level machine in terms of the spec. Now the biggest disadvantage of this generation, which for those who maybe aren't familiar with the RS6 lineage, this particular one in the game is the C7 generation. The biggest thing that I don't like about this one compared to the last one is the change of engine. It is faster, it is more powerful, but the swap from a gorgeous 5.2 litre naturally aspirated V10 to a twin-turbo 4-litre V8, although of course it makes sense, environmental emissions, production costs, even performance, of course, it makes all the sense in the world, it's just not as cool. And the V8 simply doesn't have as much character as a V10, and of course everyone loves V10s, Porsche Carrera GT, Audi R8 V10, Lexus LFA, even me with the Touareg V10, everyone loves that unique kind of vibe that a V10 engine vehicle gives off. With that being said, however, do not discount this car, because that engine is a beast. 550 horsepower, over 500 pound-feet of torque. Of course it still has all-wheel drive. The 0 to 60 time is over a second quicker than the original RS6 from the early 2000s. It literally is supercar level, 3.9 seconds to 60, and that's in real life, let alone in the game. And of course, technically it's speed limited, but everyone knows that most cars in Germany can exceed the speed limiter anyway, and the Audi RS6 is known for that. In the game, my favourite thing about a vehicle like this is it could easily fall behind. It's long, it's big, it's heavy, it's designed for practicality and performance, and a street racing game doesn't really have much place for practicality. But it doesn't fall behind. Just like the Nissan GT-R, the weight just melts away when you drive it. It feels fantastic. As far as I'm concerned, the RS6 has a perfect level of all-wheel drive grip, and the counterbalance of that wagon back end means it's really manoeuvrable as well. So it's kind of an unexpected car to have in DRIVECLUB, but I'm glad that they included it. Overall though, that's it for this review. Of course I'll see you next time, and for now, as always, thanks for watching.